I'm Shakira 2 times.
And I'm Vinsanity.
And this is Shak with the Facts.
If you feel good.
Turn up with the guys, Shak with the facts on the mic reporting live. We're close like a fam, you could call us a tribe. I'm the queen of the pack, you can see it in my eyes. And that's word to my father. Used to be stressed, now your girl is unbothered. Moved to the coast, since then it's been a rap. Golden State brought out the glow, energy is unmatched. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shakira 2 times, and this is Shak with the Facts. Now, every once in a while, I come across somebody who is so interesting, so unique, that I feel like I need to pick their brain more. This particular individual came across my timeline one day on social media. We ended up being friends. He ended up being my personal trainer. That relationship ended because I ran out of funds. But during our time together, I learned that he is one of the smartest, most driven, funniest, and unhinged people that Minnesota has to offer. Not only is he all of those things, but he's a very successful serial entrepreneur with businesses ranging from being a landlord to his bodybuilding business. He does it all, and I am very excited and very proud and very honored to be interviewing the incomparable Mr. Vincent Kilgore. Hi, Vince.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you spoke that deeply of me.
Of course. How's it going? How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Good, good, good. So obviously I said all those things about you, but Shak with the Facts is about uplifting Black, brown, and small businesses. So I'm here to talk to folks and let folks know a little bit more about what you do, one of the many things you do, because you have 17 jobs. And that is just like your journey as a fitness trainer and instructor. So tell us a little bit more about Vinsanity, how you got the name, and what made you want to start a fitness journey.
Well, essentially, the name Vinsanity came from, I got a childhood best friend named Marcus Mitchell, or Daryl.
Okay, full name. Shout out. Yeah. Shout him out. Say it again on the camera.
Shout out to Marcus Mitchell, also known as Pops. But he been calling me Vinsanity since about like 3rd grade.
Oh, wow.
So I originally thought he came up with this name specifically for me, but then I found out Vince Carter, the Hall of Fame basketball player's nickname was Vinsanity. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you know. So I just stuck with it. And then the sculpting part, my first ever client came up with that name.
Okay. So how did you get your first ever client? Like, what made you say, this is what I want to do. I want to help people with their weight loss or with their fitness journey and turn a business into it?
Well, essentially, I wasn't even trying to be a trainer. I was working at Wells Fargo call center, and I had a friend there named Kai, and he had seen my transition from being a BB, whatever they call it.
A bond.
Yeah, a bond, whatever they call it. And he kept begging me to train him, and I'm like, no, I just do this for myself. Mm-hmm. And then he stayed consistent with asking, so then essentially I just brought him in, gave him like a trial run for like 6 months, and I seen his transition, and then
wow.
I was like, I could just do this.
That's really dope. And I feel like whenever we talk about your journey with fitness, you speak really highly of like your friends and your community. How important of a role did the people that you know play in like supporting you and really having you have the mindset to take your craft serious?
I mean, I feel like they played probably the biggest role just because, like I said, I had no intentions on doing it, and they seen the vision for me that I ain't see for myself. So I salute them all the time for it. That's why I always make posts thanking the people, because without them, I truthfully probably wouldn't even came up with it.
So cars for all of them when you make it. So you said that was your very first client, and then from there you saw in 6 months you saw a transition. But you said you were your very first client, and you were a bond, and you lost weight. What motivated you to lose that weight, and what was that process like?
I mean, even with that, I used to go to Lifetime Fitness St. Louis Park all the time. And I, like, growing up over north and stuff, you just get into fashion and just wasting money. So I used to buy a pair of white Air Forces every Friday.
Every Friday?
Ask my old trainer.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. I know you weren't working out in the White Forces.
No, I just needed them to go to Aqua. That's
crazy. To go to Aqua so they could look like they got graffiti on them when you leave? That's why you bought them every Friday. Okay, continue. So
then I met a guy named Brandon Freelix at Lifetime, and he was a personal trainer. So I went up to him and I was like, how about I give you $100 a month to start training me? And he was like, why? I said, because I keep wasting money. And I said, you just started your business. I need to lose weight.
Oh, that's back when ones were $100, because now they're like $120 plus tax.
Absolutely.
Okay. So how long did you work with him before you decided, I can do this on my own. I don't need a trainer?
Honestly, I only worked with him for about like a solid 4 months.
Wow.
And that was it. After that, I just took off by myself. But I still shout him out too because he played a pivotal role too.
Okay, that's really dope. Yeah, you said the first and last name. I love that. I know we talked about like, you being overweight and you making that transition. And you've also coined the phrase fuck fat. When you post any content or when you do a contest or, when you're posting one of your clients, how important of a toll or how big of a toll did that weight loss take on your mental health?
I mean, I didn't really notice that, I'll say, until as I got older, that I realized like it affected me more than just physically. But now that I'm into like my 30s, now that I can look back, I can see like how it affect you like mentally, like how you may not just have enough confidence to just walk in the room and put on certain clothes, or just feeling good about yourself in general. But me just being a young boy, I ain't paying no mind. I was just moving through life. But if I could go back to my younger self, I would probably work out early.
Okay. And I know you said, we talked about in the beginning that you are a serial entrepreneur and you're always looking for like more hustles. What stands out about this particular business that makes you want to take this serious and really go hard?
I think it's just, I always grew up like helping people. Like I was a mama's boy. And so my mom she was always worried about making other people feel good. So it kind of rolled off into me, but not the same way that she did. So I don't know. I like seeing people grow and like I like seeing the potential in people that people can't see in themselves. So like if I start training you and then you see growth within a month or two, it's gonna shock you. And then I like to see you happy that you doing something that you ain't never think you could do.
So during my time with you, what stood out the most, besides your crazy sense of humor and your mindset about certain things, was that not only do you train folks and do you give them workouts outside of your sessions, but you also give them like all the nutritional facts and information that they need. I feel like that really sets you apart. Most trainers are very strict about just training you. Just when we leave this gym, like I'll see you next time, there's no talk in between. But you were very intentional and very, you can just tell that you care. Like you would reach out and ask, have you been following your meal plan? My answer was always no. And you sent me an entire meal plan and really like catered it to me. That sets you apart from other trainers, which is why I feel like you have a really loyal, dedicated base of clients. What made you want to incorporate that part? And how important is your nutrition when you're trying to lose or gain weight?
Well, in all honesty, it took me a couple years before I even started taking the nutritional part serious. Like when I first started training, I would just give people like basic meal plans, like chicken breast, rice, broccoli. But then in 2020, I went back to North Hennepin to get an exercise science degree. So then I took a nutritional class there, and it made me realize how serious the nutrition was. So it taught me like you really can't out-train a bad diet.
Yeah.
So I would say the nutrition is more important than the gym. Because like once you start going to the gym, you in the gym. But the real mental is the kitchen. That's where like the abs is at. That's where, look, see, you wasn't listening.
I heard you, but I wasn't listening. You're right, but I heard you.
But yeah, I would say that nutrition, and what made me do it is that it really do show people that you really do care. So like how I would check in with you weekly, I just didn't want I don't want people to ever feel like they coming to me and it's just about the money. That's why I also don't charge a lot to train. Like everybody say, oh, you can charge more, but I do 50,000 other different things. So this, I just genuinely like to see people change. That's why I be on y'all every day, even if we gotta argue.
That is correct. No, and I love that. That shows that you are dedicated, and like you said, it's not just transactional, it's something that you really care about, and that does show. I think another thing that speaks volumes about your business is majority of your clients are women. And today, in 2025, a lot of us don't feel comfortable working out around men, let alone training with men, because there are some trainers out here that just, are jeepers creepers and don't have the right intentions. So that says a lot about you, that you have all different types of women who come and train with you. What is like your favorite type of person to train? For instance, some of us, want to grow our glutes. Some people want to lose 50 pounds. Some people just want to tone up in the gym. What's your favorite client type and why?
Truth be told, I literally don't even have, somebody else literally just asked me this.
Damn, I
before
thought that was
came.
original. Somebody just asked you?
But I don't got a favorite type of client, because with me, I know a lot of women do come to me and be like, oh, I want to work out on my glutes, get my butt bigger, and I always respond, we finna do everything, like I told you. But we will focus on that, but at first, I did only specialize in losing weight till I went back to school and furthered the education to learn how to do everything else. Mm-hmm. But like, I like any type of challenges. Like I ain't got like one particular. But most of my clients are women. But you know, y'all work the hardest.
Could you look at the camera and say that again?
Y'all work the hardest.
I love it. Obviously, this podcast is to spotlight a Black business, and you are a Black business owner. And I think that sometimes when we think about businesses, the personal trainers and nutritionists can be overlooked because folks don't necessarily, it's not always prioritized in our community. I'm gonna just say it like that. How important is having just like a good fitness lifestyle and like understanding fitness? How important is that in our community and for your health?
I truthfully feel like we the ones that's up against the most. So I feel like this is way more important than what people understand. But for me, like you saying, it's hard. It honestly is hard for me to teach that, because now I'm up against Ozempic, the BBLs, the whatever.
Crumble cookie?
No, we don't even go there no more. They give y'all giving us cancer, man.
Oh.
So we don't even go there no more. But But with me literally being up against them two things, it's hard to get people to see the bigger picture. So that's why I try to use like my platforms to really like, I know I play a lot, but when I'm serious, I'm serious. So I be trying to push the agenda to get people to understand. Like, put it in simple terms, like you could be having the worst day in the world. If you even just go sit in the sauna for 20 minutes, I mean, that's a tough task. But even if you do that for 20 minutes, it'll help you get so much more of a clear mind. But
so for those of us, I have Planet Fitness General. I don't have access to a sauna. But for those of us who don't have access to a sauna, might not have access to a gym, period, what is like a quick, easy way to start implementing some sort of exercise into your life?
10K steps a day, just going outside on the wall. Because like for me, I still do basic stuff like that too. Like today, I'm probably at like 23,000 steps. Because I take a lot of walks throughout the day just to clear my mind, listen to a podcast, or just hear the birds chirp just to get like clarity.
Touch grass, as the kids say.
Facts.
Yeah.
But I've literally watched somebody lose 15 to 20 pounds just doing 10K steps a day and watching what they eat. You literally don't need a physical gym to
Okay, we live in Minnesota. 7 months out of the year, 7 months out of the year, people aren't outside taking walks. So what would you say to somebody who doesn't have that option either?
See, I like that you're doing this, because this is a lot of the excuses that I give.
Yeah, because that's my excuse. So I'm not even speaking for others. This is personal.
I tell people to look at the gym like a bad relationship. Like if you can put so much effort in the time and chasing him or her, you can spend $15 on a Planet Fitness gym membership.
Wow, when you put it like that, okay. No, that's very helpful. I think that helps. You know, it helps put things into terms for me, for sure. All right, so like we mentioned before, you're a landlord, you have a day job, you're in school, and you do this. But I know that this is something you feel very passionate about. What can we expect from Vinsanity in the next few years? What are some things that you would like to implement and to help your business grow?
For me, truth be told, I think I need to just start linking up with probably more serious like fitness trainers and hosting like more classes. Like one of my clients, she sends me like ideas all the time. But I think here what I struggle with is that now I done built it all by myself. I need to start having more of an open mind of connecting with more people. And so even for me, like one of the biggest reasons I started training outside of all the help and push I got, it's a lady named Kiera Johnson and Rachel that go by Buns and Gum. Those two were probably the biggest inspiration to make me keep going. Like to see how like Kiera has her classes and they be packed out. Like she done did classes in Timberwolf halftime, all that. So shout out to y'all. And then Rachel, I've been watching Rachel for years too. And she just motivated me to just, even though I don't think I ever seen her really do a class, but she just motivated me to just keep going every day. So I think within even 2026, I think I need to just start hosting more like classes, like every 2-3 months, and just linking up with more people and being more collaborative.
Amazing. I think that's a great idea. If you need an MC for these classes, call me. I do want you to let people know where they can follow you, how they can support you, because like we mentioned before, your work is very affordable. I personally ran out of money. That was personal, but again, it's because I wasn't prioritizing the gym. I ran out of money, but I was going on trips, so I understand. He is a very affordable trainer. You definitely get your money's worth, and I think that obviously you have a great base of clients, but you deserve more. So let folks know how they can join on and how they can come and support.
I mean, you can honestly find me on Instagram. Instagram is my main base. I have a page, bigbody_Vince, or you can find me on my actual workout page, Vinsanity Body Sculpting. So that's where I post all my content, email address, even my phone number's on there. So she literally has no excuse to why she ain't come back. She had 24-hour access to me. So
his phone number is on there, but he's locked out of his phone every 30 business days. He forgot to mention that. I also want to tell y'all, don't let this outfit fool you. This man's waist is snatched. Like, he is fit, okay? And he used to be a Bond for real. So he definitely is a walking portfolio of his work and for, you know, of what he does in the community. So I definitely recommend you tap in with him. And before we go, I have a little game I like to play. It's called Facts or Cap. So in this segment, I'm going to list a couple random things about either fitness, weight loss, nutrition, and you have to tell me whether it is fact or cap.
All right, that's a bit.
All right. Fact or cap? Can eating healthy, eating clean, and not drinking alcohol be effective in weight loss journey if you're not stepping foot in a gym?
Yeah, that's facts.
Oh, can you speak up?
Oh, I said that's facts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fact or cap? This is a personal one. Can you build the illusion of a BBL by weight training?
That's facts. It might not be as serious as the doctors, but I mean, you can get one. It may not look like Nicki Minaj or nothing, but.
Okay, that's not the goal anyway. Shout out to Cardi B. Facts or cap? Sorry, I make myself laugh about my bad. Okay, facts or cap? Alcohol makes it 10 times harder for you to lose weight.
I don't know. It depends if you overindulge in it. Cause me, I be lit. I'm not one of them trainers that's gonna lie. I still indulge. I ain't gonna ever act like I have like the most perfect diet. Balanced diet is what I have. So I mean, if you overconsume it, yes, this is right in the waistline.
Okay. Facts or cap? Ozempic can be used as a tool along with eating healthy and working out to like sustain weight loss.
Y'all gonna die.
Oh my gosh.
Ozempic is for people with diabetes. But, I mean, you can use it. But, I mean, like I said, I have researched this, and there is long-term effects that's going to start affecting people as we age. So, I would say, I mean, if you literally don't need it, don't cheat the system.
Right, okay.
There's no easy way to do nothing.
All right. And that's it. We have it. That's a wrap. Okay, so this is a little segment that I like to call Shak Facts, where I tell y'all one interesting fact about something that's happening in the world, in the Twin Cities, or even in my own personal life. Today, I want to get into turkeys. I know that Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and because of the Orange Man, a lot of people can't even afford their Thanksgiving dinner, but have no fear, y'all. Minnesota is actually the largest turkey distributor in the country. We produce over 46 million turkeys per year, y'all. That's a lot of turkeys. And I know that there are a ton of specifically Black and brown businesses around the city who do turkey drives. There are some grocery stores and food shelves that are gonna be giving out free turkey. So regardless of what it's looking like, regardless of what our bank accounts say, we are all eating turkey this Thanksgiving. Thanks, and that was Shak Facts.
Shak with the facts on the mic reporting live. We're close like a fam. You could call us a tribe.